Hey everyone, welcome to another video. This video is gonna be me lip swatching all the Alien Cosmetics liquid matte lipsticks. Let's get right into it. So recently Alien Cosmetics, or Unearthly Cosmetics by the way, that's a new name, they had a sale where all their liquid matte lipsticks were $5 and I picked up all of them. I bought all of them and I thought I'd do a lip swatch video for you to check out if you're thinking about trying these lipsticks, these liquid lipsticks. So I just thought it would be nice to swatch them all on my lips. This is the first time I'm doing a lip swatch video. There are 7 liquid lipsticks here. I hope it's all gonna work out and my lips aren't gonna die. I'm gonna do my very best to make this video as helpful as possible. So before that sale, I bought one of the liquid lipsticks. This is the one in Autumn and this is a very nice peachy nude. This one made me realize that I really love this formula. It looks so smooth and kind of plump on the lips. It dries down completely, but it isn't drying at all. It just feels very nice on the lips. I just love how it looks and how it feels. I am very much into this liquid lipstick formula. That's why I bought all of them, and that's why I also want you to know what all these shades are like. So we're gonna get into it, and I'm just gonna first apply this one in Autumn. So this is the one in Autumn. I feel like it looks pretty similar on my lips as it does in the tube. It's just a very nice kind of rosy nude with some peachiness in there as well. For me, it is a very wearable color. It is just kind of pinky, kind of peachy, not too light, not too deep. And it just looks very nice on the lips. It hasn't dried down 100% now, with like 95%. This is about as matte as it's gonna look, and it doesn't look like your lips are drained of all moisture. It doesn't look too dry. It just looks very good. I really like this shade. I think it looks very good. Okay, the next one that I am gonna try on my lips today, that I haven't tried on my lips. Most of these shades I haven't tried on my lips yet, so it's also kind of like a first impression of the shades. But the next one I'm gonna try is the one in Leaves, and this is a little bit deeper, a little bit warmer. So this is Leaves. I think this is a very interesting shade. It's kind of deep, like a deep medium type nude for me. It kind of has some yellow undertone as well. It is warm in a very interesting way, not in an orangey red way, but it is kind of like camel almost. I quite like it. It is a bit different than I thought. It definitely isn't as nude as Autumn. It definitely is a bit deeper on me. What you do have to keep in mind with this video, with me swatching these, with my coloring, some liquid lipsticks or lipsticks in general can pull quite deep on me all of a sudden, or can pull quite purple on me. It's just the undertone of my skin, my eye color, my hair color and everything. So if you're a little bit deeper than me, or your eyes are a little bit brighter, your hair is a little bit darker, it can look a little bit different. The colors that usually suit me are quite light and a little bit on the peachy pinky rosy side. So that's something to keep in mind, but I really like this shade. I think it's really cool. Okay, so application is starting to look a little bit wonky, but you get the idea. You get the idea of the shade. So this is the shade Eerie, and in the tube it looks kind of like rosy, but on me it pulls quite deep and a little bit more purpley. I think if you have a little bit of a different coloring to me, then this will not pull as purple on you. It will not pull as dark. It is a pretty shade, but it is quite a deep kind of like mauve shade on me, like mauve purpley. Maybe there's a hint of rosiness in there as well. So I think it's really pretty. I really like the shade. It's just not what I would expect when I look in the tube, because in the tube it is just much more light and rosy than it is on my lips. But very pretty. It is very pretty though. Next up we have the shade Pumpkin. I really love this shade. I really love this type of burnt orange that on my lips pulls a little bit more red than it does in the tube. It pulls a little bit darker, but I love how burnt it is and kind of toned down, and I think that just looks very, very cool. I really think this is an amazing shade. I personally love that it doesn't pull as bright orange on me, because that doesn't really work, but this type of shade I'm really into. So if you like a burnt orange lip, this is a great one. I really like this one. I think this might be my favorite so far, next to Autumn, of course, because that is the most wearable shade for me. But when looking at all the shades that I got new in the sale, then I think I like this one the best so far. And next up we have Potion. This one is also deeper on my lips than it looks in the tube. It pulls quite purple on my lips. It's kind of like a deep purple vampy lip. I do think it looks very cool, but I was expecting it to be a little bit more pinky, as it looks a little bit more like a pinky warm purple in the tube. But I still really like it. I still think it's really pretty. I think overall all these lips pull a little bit darker on me. I can't tell you if that is completely my coloring or if it also has something to do with these just drying down a little bit darker than they seem. But I think this is such a nice shade actually. It is really something different for me, but something that I would really love to wear. It is like a purple shade that I am really into, and I can't wait to do a little bit of a vampy eye look with this and kind of combine that. This is really nice. I'm happy that I bought these because I feel like I'm getting a little bit out of my comfort zone and just trying some different lip shades, because I've been really safe with my lip shades the past years, wearing a lot of nude lipsticks, and I just want to get into different colors a little bit more because they just give that a very different type of look that I am really into. So yeah, I really like this one. So this is the one in Slasher, and this is a very bright orangey red, like so bright. This is the shade where I thought, okay, I'll buy it because I want to do a swatch video, but probably I'm not gonna wear this. And now that I'm seeing it, I just think when I wear this bright of a red lip, the lip wears me. I don't wear the lip, it wears me. All you see is a bright red lip, and it's just a little bit too much. I personally feel like that. It is just a very warm, very bright, very in your face. I just don't think that it suits me very well, but it is a very pretty shade. If you are the person that loves this very bright type of red, if you're really into that, then this is for you. This is your thing. I think it is very pretty on its own, just the color on its own, but it just isn't gonna work for me. So it's not gonna be my personal favorite. I don't think that I'm really gonna wear this, but so far I'm really impressed with all the shades and I really like them. This is just not for me personally. And the last shade is the shade Brew. This also looks much deeper on my lips than it looks in the tube. I feel like this shade in the tube could still kind of work for me. It could still be something that I would wear on occasion, but this is like almost black brown, very cool toned, almost black brown on me. I do think that this would be very cool and kind of edgy if you have a little bit of a deeper skin tone. I could really see someone with a deeper skin tone wearing this and rocking it. Not that someone with a lighter skin tone couldn't, but it just is a little bit much for me. It just is a little bit too much out of my comfort zone for me. I would kind of wear it as like, I would maybe wear it for like a very Instagrammy look, like a look that is kind of out of my comfort zone, a little bit crazy, a little bit too much on purpose, for the purpose of it being a little bit artsy or something. So I could see myself wearing this sometimes on occasion maybe, but not like out and about. I don't think I would do that. I do think it's a very cool shade, very different. I do like that this exists in the range, but it isn't for me. So there are two shades that are a little bit outside of my comfort zone, maybe a little bit too much, that I wouldn't really use after this video, but we also have a few shades that I really am into. So I'm just gonna tell you real quickly which ones I like the most. So of course Autumn I really like. That is just a very good shade for me, something that I could easily wear. Eerie I really like. It's a little bit deep for me. I wouldn't wear it all the time, but it's a little bit purpley for me, but it does give a very cool tone, deeper nude look that I really like. Then the one that I also really like is Potion. I think this is a very beautiful purple that I would definitely wear, that I feel like I was kind of missing in my collection, and now I have it and I think I can do some very cool looks with it. And then the other one that I love as well is Pumpkin, because it pulls a little bit red and it is a little bit deeper and it is just a little bit of a different shade. I mean, it isn't as bright of an orange as it looks in the tube. It looks to me it is quite a wearable orangey shade because it's kind of toned down, it's a little bit deeper, and it is just kind of like that burnt orangey shade that it has a little bit of red in it as well, that makes it a very wearable for me, that makes it that I'm really into this. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it helpful. I actually thought it was very fun to do. It wasn't too difficult to do. It's not like my lips are dead now. I found it pretty easy to get these shades off and to reapply them, and I actually quite enjoyed this video. So if you enjoyed this lip swatch video, if you want to see more, just let me know. Just let me know in the comments, give a thumbs up, things like that. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video if you liked it, and then I will see you in my next one. Bye bye.